Jake the Film Guy, Microbudgeter.com. In this video, we're going to look at how you actually craft that cold pitch to that video production prospect.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring.
We're going to recap a little bit of what we learned in the last video about finding that next prospect. But before we actually dive into the nuts and bolts of crafting that cold pitch, take a look at this.
Was washed in the water, now I'm drowning in blood.
All right, last week we looked at Edwards Electric and we decided that they don't have any Facebook ads, but they are invested in Google ads, which tells me, and it should tell you, that they are committed to getting their business out there. They want to break through the noise. So we're going to recap very briefly what we do know. The Facebook transparency on a Facebook page lets us know whether or not they are actually running those ads. That's how we can deduce that we are in business. We have an opportunity in front of us here. They are not currently running ads, but because they have been running Google ads, they're committed. And we're going to use that as we reach out to these guys. After going through their website, I found no way to actually get a hold of them. So in crafting my custom pitch, which is very easy enough, and I will get to that in just a second, I wanted to do one extra step to make sure that I'm actually coming at them with some sensible data. After all, people, they may process a lot of their business transactions up here as they should, but ultimately when they commit to purchasing a service such as video production / marketing, they're going to want to know if it's the right choice here. Well, let's start with appealing to the facts that we do know. In Kansas City, an electrician is going to look at spending dozens of dollars just to get to the top of the Google pages. That is a pretty penny. Now, obviously, when they're dealing with high-ticket services like electrical work, as you and I are with video production, this might not be completely out of the wheelhouse to drop 20, 40 bucks, but I hope and pray that that's not what it's costing them to get a click. But to get seen on the first page, that's what they're looking at bidding. 21 bucks, 43 bucks. Whew. Well, that gives us some ammo in crafting our custom pitch. So without further ado, let's talk about that custom pitch. Hi, Zach and Aaron, because we established last week, those people are definitely influencers, if not the business owners. And it sounds like after further review that in their website, they talk about one of their clients addressing the owner as Zach. So let's assume it's a safe bet that Zach is the head honcho here. Jake the Film Guy, you don't know me yet. That's a big one. You want to make sure that you let them know, yes, this is a cold pitch. It's a signal. The reason I'm emailing you is because always get to the point with a business owner. They're short on time, they're short on attention, and rightly so. They've got a business to run. But you want to throw that in. You want to give them the why right up front. I'm emailing you because I would like to do a video like this one I made, and I hyperlinked a relevant business video that would show them what I can do for them to promote your business, and I want to do 3 to 6 months of Facebook ads to reach Kansas City folks who need a trusted electrician. I see that you're not running Facebook ads right now, but you have run Google ads. At the moment, in this particular time, during this recording, I cannot find their Google ad running again, but to make it factual, I need to acknowledge that they have run Google ads. Google ads for Kansas City electricians costing an arm and a leg, I can get you clicks on Facebook ads for well under $2 a pop. And with your trade always in demand, are you looking to get new customers right now? I talked about last week how I don't like using that phrase. That's kind of a buzzword right now during the pandemic of an essential business, but they are nonetheless a trade that will always be in demand. No matter what the economy, no matter what the world is doing, people will always need a good and trustworthy electrician, and that's what I'm acknowledging here. This pitch is a little long, but I don't feel bad about sending this paragraph to these guys because I've done the homework and I want to show them that I am committed to helping them break through the noise because I understand that they've run the Google ads. I understand it's costing them a pretty penny to run those Google ads, and I can get them results on Facebook for well under $2 a pop, which is going to be significantly better than what they're paying for Google, I promise, because Google ads had their heyday in the 2000s per Gary Vaynerchuk. That's not Jake the Film Guy. But Facebook ads, also per Gary Vaynerchuk, are still reasonably priced, sometimes even the best option for promoting a business, product, or service. So I'm going to take that email and I'm going to send it to them in their contact form. Ideally, I would want to do it inside my email. Here's why. Inside my email, and then same goes for your email, you can
It's 2 o'clock.
Thank you, Siri. It's 2 o'clock. You can actually get this free plugin through HubSpot that allows you to track emails. When you get that free plugin, you will just go up here inside your Gmail and click track. That way, once you've sent the Gmail, you can actually see are they opening the email? Are they clicking through any of the links that I send in the email? Because I am embedding a link here. I am embedding that video. That's the benefit of also sending it through your Gmail. You can have that text hyperlinked rather than have this ugly URL for the YouTube video that you're sharing with them, or Facebook video. At the end, you want to include your signature, which has your phone number. This is how you want to send your video production prospect an email. Something that explains why you're emailing them, what it is you're going to do for them, your big claim. Mine is that I'm going to get them clicks for under $2 a pop. I could probably do it for under $1, but I don't want to under-promise and under-deliver. And then I'm always going to ask them the qualifying question, since I am cold pitching them. Are you looking to expand right now? Are you trying to get new customers? Because if they're not, it makes no sense for them to follow up with you, or vice versa. You would send that to them. This is not their email address. This is simply a demonstration. If this were their email address, despite my best efforts, I cannot find. And you can use free tools like Email Hunter on their website. Email Hunter inside your Chrome, the extension looks like this, but even using this tool, there are no email addresses that you can find, not readily. And certainly on their Facebook page at the About section, that's another place where you can go and try to figure out what their email address is. A lot of businesses will put it there as well. They have not. They are pretty tight-lipped about sharing their email. They try to send people to the contact form, and more importantly, to pick up the phone and call them. But we are not in need of service. We're seeing if we can provide them a service. I know we can, just a matter of generating interest and then closing them. You can also use services like mailtester.com to test a domain and an email handle. They do not have any of the usual like info, contact, hello, or even their names, Aaron or Zach, as email addresses. If they did, it would show up because this domain is coming back as green, meaning there is a possible email out there for this address, but I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to sift through the hay to find that one needle. Send the contact form, send them the pitch, and then in the following video, we'll talk about the follow-up game that at this point you may want to explore to some extent. Obviously, as a small business owner, you can't do this kind of in-depth research and custom pitching for everybody around the clock. You need to balance everything out with the ability to go and do live in-person networking events. You also need to be working on your branding because you want to be known. Take a look at some of the people under your city's hashtag on LinkedIn, for example, and find the ones that are regularly posting content, whether it's video, picture, blog, or short form content. Figure out who those people are because they are becoming known under that city hashtag, and that's what you want to do. And you have to include all of these different avenues as a part of your marketing arbitrage if you're doing this full time. If you're doing this as a side hustle, it's going to be a different balance, obviously, because you've got your main day job that you have to tend to. But if you have that luxury of working at this full time, you want to make sure that you are doing the cold pitches, that you're going to the in-person networking events, and you are becoming known on LinkedIn. I wish you the best of success. I hope you will keep creating with the King of Kings and use this God-given ability that you have to go and reach the businesses and people in your backyard. In the next video, we'll actually look at the follow-up process that is just as important in trying to find that next lead for your video production business.